Falling in love with you. When I see your face, the whole world smiles and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Oh, when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Victoria's channel. If you haven't noticed yet, everything looks quite new on this background, isn't it? This is something that I have always wanted, but I never really got it in this house. But today, magic day. It just happened. I mean, I just had this magic idea and I acted on it. It pulled through and it works out great, isn't it? I love it. I love how it turned out. Anyways, so with everything new, everything working perfectly fine, with this new microphone, my t-shirt with a little bit coffee stain here, but hopefully you won't see. Yeah, so today we're just gonna chat. You know, I just wanna give you a quick background story. So before, how I shoot my video is I have a camera literally like this close to me, so I can't really do anything. But right now, this camera is about 2 meters away from me and I have all the space that I can wiggle around. And you guys all know I have a lot of body language, so this is truly an upgrade for me. And second is about the lighting, okay? With this camera, with this lens, I don't need any extra natural light from that window. I only need a little lamp there, some natural light coming through here from my kitchen door, and that's it. And my skin, I mean, it looks so glowy. I love it. I'm sorry that no, I'm not sorry. But I just said so much. I'm just so happy. I always want to have something like this. Like, this is like the standard YouTuber setup. You know what I mean? With a sharp focus on the face, but a buttery, blurry background. It just gives this very homey and cozy style, and I want you to feel this warm vibe going on in my house. And as you can see, this orangey light and some of the green leaves that my boyfriend or the husband-to-be take care of every day. Yeah! Anyways, and you know, I haven't updated any videos in the past 1 month almost. So yeah, I mean, in this 1 month I had a lot of going on here, but I didn't really share with you yet because I have to put my words together, my thoughts together before I can put it out in words. And why did I choose to do this video in English? It's because I always wanted to do something in English in this channel, but there's always a but. But I am lazy about putting on all the subtitles, so I keep delaying this project, keep delaying this inner urge of me to express myself in English, because it has nothing to do with showing off my English speaking or my love of foreign languages, but it's just it gives me so much joy when I speak in a foreign language. And I think that might be one of my natural gifts. Like every one of us have our own sets of natural gifts. And maybe you just don't know it yet, or maybe you already knew it and you're wielding your gift sets really, really well. And I want to congratulate you on that. But anyways, I just like to speak in a foreign language because it gives me a different way of expressing myself. And when I speak in different language, I feel totally like a different person. Plus, I live in this house with my boyfriend, a German. And we speak, let's say, 95% English and 5% in German because I'm practicing it with him every day when we go to bed, and we would speak some, small words I picked up on the day learning from Duolingo or any other stuff that I might learn during the day. And it's just so cute. Deutsch lernen. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. And there's a question I always ask him. I say, bin ich lieblich? I always ask him, am I cute? Am I lovely? And he always says yes, because he just wants to end the conversation and go to sleep. Anyways, so I just want to quickly introduce the background in case you haven't ever been here or you didn't notice. So the reason I sometimes staring at this direction because my monitor is here. Here is how I see myself in front of the camera, and here, if I'm looking at you, is where the lens is. And this is our fridge, the treasure box that I would say. And right here, if I open it, this is my eye cream eye roller. That, this one's gifted by my boyfriend's mom. If I do this, this is so cold with the metal tip, like rollerball on it. Sorry. And it just depuff my eyes and moisturize the under eye skin and stuff. Very, very nice. And then I have this Lavazza coffee. Me as a professional Italy or Italian lover, I have to say I have a few things that come from Italy in my house, including part of my brain, the knowledge of Italian language. Anyways, I just want to say this video, as you might notice already, doesn't have a theme. It's just me speaking in pure joy because I finally got this view that I always wanted. And in my opinion, I think everything appears in front of this, or everyone would look much, much nicer. And I have so much freedom. Yeah, you can leave this video if you want, but I just want to chit chat with myself for a while. But if you don't mind, I will tell you what I have been doing in the past 1 month and what I will do. What are the most important 2 goals that I want to strive for in the near future. So why haven't I uploaded any video? Well, first is because I feel like I had a inspiration dry spell. How do you call it? I don't remember. I just felt like I didn't have any inspiration. I feel like I have been outputting many content on this platform, but I do need time to input my knowledge, to set myself down, to be grounded. Because many times if I put too much of myself out there, and I want to check the feedbacks, the comments, how you guys think about me. And this gives me this part of sensation that I am more influenced by others rather the other way around. And so by, clearing my headspace, by distancing from the social media, it makes me think in a much more clarified way. It makes me focus on what I really want to do and who I really am. So right now, if you are a YouTuber, if you work on the social media, and sometimes you feel that you are only producing the content because you feel like you need to do so, maybe it's a time for you to take a break. Or maybe you always think that what you're doing is so important, maybe it's a time to go on a vacation. Because sometimes when we think what we do is so important, we hold ourselves to such a high place, and it just makes us so rigid, so dead serious. And when we do things, we lose the joy, we lose the fun of it. And what we produce end up being so also dead serious that nobody really care to watch, or they just watch it and say, okay, fine, I know your points, I will put it in my folder, I will watch it later, which they never do. So I really want to go back to this groove where I could just share things when I want to, without caring about who's there listening, who cares, who might find this useful, or who will hate it, who will not even watch it, what will be my, attention span for each video. I just, after this time, all of this little there and there little issues suddenly seems not important to me. And the two main goals just came to me when I started to be alone again. And when I mean alone, I don't only mean physically alone, but I mean when I'm here, when my boyfriend is at work, I'm always physically alone. But, I listen to stuff, I read stuff, I watch TV, and this is not being alone. And what I'm saying is, when I just shut the world out of me, I am here, I listen to no one's opinion, I just quiet myself down and think and meditate. And that's the beauty of meditation, that's the beauty of journaling. That's two great habits that I learned from so many life mentors, that they have created their empire about inspirations, about life advices, about how you plan your life, how you create the future that you always wanted or you always envisioned. So the two goals that I have, one, on this channel, I want to really focus on how to help me and so many of you guys to rebuild self-confidence. Why do I use the word rebuild? Because self-confidence is something that we were all born with. But somehow along the way, with maybe the kind of parenting that you received, or the school environment, how your teachers behave, or in your work environment, but most of the times it happens when we were even less than 5 years old. And slowly this kind of thinking habits, thinking patterns got reinforced in the school, that we always think if we are not the top students in the class, then everybody will look down on us. They will think we are not good enough. And just because this one direction, many people, they have to be shoveled out or, off this little bridge. And maybe some of us are great at doing other things, but they don't count part of the school scorecard. And that is so unfortunate. I mean, I was one of the lucky people. At least, I think when I was in elementary school, my English teacher told me that I am really talented at English. And she recommended me to attend one of the biggest speaking contests in my region back then. And I think I peed my pants, or what did I do? I don't really remember, or did I even go? But from that moment in elementary school, I just have this little seed in my brain keeps telling me that I am so talented at language speaking. I don't think I really spoke that well back then, but it's my teacher's faith and my teacher's encouragement that keeps pushing me forward, keeps me believing in myself that I can speak well if I put the work into it. And that is the main difference from so many people make it or so many people who didn't make it, is if they don't believe that they have what it takes, they would never do it. If they don't believe in themselves, they would never do it. If they don't see the vision, if they just truly don't believe in themselves, they wouldn't even put 1% of the work because they think that's not worth it. That's a cold and harsh truth, but that is it. And like one phrase I always say on my channel, if you think you can, you are right. If you think you cannot, you are also right. But most of us, we are trained, we are accustomed to think that we can't. And that's the problem. And that's the thing that I so deeply want to fix for my generations. I don't know about other countries, but in China, I think it is quite a major issue that we lack of self-confidence. I mean, in one way, it might be good for, providing workforces to the companies, to the institutes that we lack of confidence, so we would, obey orders. We think less because we think that we are inferior than others. We are inferior than the leaders. But that's simply not true. There are so many ways to tell if a person is great, and we can't just limit ourselves by a single piece of scorecard and by our parents. Because, in China, although that we say, failure is the mother of success, but in reality, in the schools or in any workplace, really, when you make a mistake, you know what you will be facing. You will be facing scolding, harsh embarrassment, or you will experiencing people looking down on you. Many of the things that will make you or part of you crash. So all of our life, I feel like we want to avoid being into that situation. So we even try less. And by try less, by making less mistakes, it doesn't make us any more perfect. It just keeps us in this little, what we called the comfort zone, the little circle that we never would move out again. I don't just say this. I say this because I experienced it. I know that it was my own experience. Even though I could be on the lighter spectrum of a victim of lack of confidence. And if there's a vision of me that I could say by words, is I saw so many kids or teenagers or young people they say themselves as introverts or say they're shy. But truly, when I look at them, I don't think they are shy or they don't have much to say. I think they have a lot to say, a lot of the things going on in their brain, but they don't feel comfortable expressing themselves in front of strangers. And that breaks my heart. And my vision is to see if I could transform them from this stage that they were too concerned with other people's opinion into a stage that they could just smile with warmth and sunshine, with this freedom that they don't need to care anybody's opinion. As long as they're being true to themselves, things will work out for them. I don't always know this. I read about it. I experienced it. And now I know that it is true. So if I could only just imagine some of my followers, some of you right now, if I could see you transform from, being shy, being timid, being so closed up in your own world, and you could just step out and with someone that they will always encourage you and tell you you're great, that you're special in your own way, I am certain that you will feel so much more secure to express yourself. And that's what I want to do. I want to see people to fully access to their potential, to embrace their lives fully. That's what I want to do. And I don't care if any of the other people may say that's not possible, or it's a hard work, or whatever the controversy there is. But that is something that, in my mind, it's like a living picture. I could see that. I could see someone goes from this to this. And that's tremendous energy bursting out from your own energy system. If I could simply just put some little seeds in your brain, and all of the magical things will happen by themselves in you. So if you could understand me until this point, and you still believe in what I say, and you still believe in yourself of this kind of transformation, then please stay tuned from now on for every video I post on this channel. No matter it is about lifestyle, or it is about a life advice, or this is about some tips and points, the most important thing, the core of my channel is really about how to give ourselves so much love and be yourself with so much joy, like a kid who already know how to love him or herself. And you never cared other people's opinion when you were a little kid. You simply just shouting, yelling, playing, going everywhere you want. And you felt every day is an adventure. But somehow when we get bigger, when we grow older, we tend to forget that this life is still something that we can discover and be adventurous. Because many people, or our parents, or people older than us, they like to tell us that life is not in our control, that you need to listen to other people, you need to make money, you need to make a living before you do something with your dreams. I mean, in one point, they love you, they give you this security tips, but this will never get you anywhere you dreamed. Look at me. I am right here where my mom would never thought this could even be an option. And there are just so many things here, and I feel like I don't have enough mouth to say it out in this one video. But if you are interested into your own transformation, I sincerely want you to put me as one of your special following. You know what I mean? Like, you start me as you follow all those YouTubers or apps. I don't really know how to say. All of those influencers, right? Please star me, give me a special place so that we could do our personal mastery, personal growth all together. Water break. So my next step on this channel is I really want to boost my confidence level, to take it up a notch, to be able to do bigger and better and wider things. You know, every project that you want to do, there's always a question would pop up in your head. It's like, will I be able to do this? Will I be enough? The answer to this question is always so subjective, because you're the only person in your head. And if you have a habit of listening to yourself, you would know if your mind most of the time telling you yes or no. If your mind tells you no so much more than yes, I am sure when you ask yourself, will I be able to do this and that? He will give you the customed answer, no, because you are not good enough. So how do we fix this habit? How do we reverse it to the natural way when we naturally say yes to everything? So I discovered a method by reading. It is called Success Diary, and I really, really love this method. I love it so much because it's so simple and you only have to do it like 5 minutes a day, but really give me this energy. I always think of myself as someone who is very gentle, mild, polite, subtle. That's how I picture myself. But you know what I'm missing? I'm missing the element of fire. I'm missing the element of passion. I'm missing the element of a strong drive. This is something I never really shared in any of my videos other than the live streaming. So if you first time hear this, please allow me to explain. This is a sensation, the awareness of myself that sometimes I tell myself, you are not ready, you are not good enough. Or if I get, troubled up with some negative emotions about myself, that I feel like I'm in a bottomless pit that I can't really crawl up. And at this point, I felt quite hopeless. I would not wash my hair. I would not do my makeup. I just spend endless time, falling in this pit. it might sound a little bit harsh, but it is how I felt sometimes. So let's say if one day I got up quite late, and then maybe I didn't eat very healthy, then maybe I didn't study, maybe I didn't work out. It's just one thing stacked on top of the another, and at the end of the day, I just felt like I'm such a failure, that I didn't do anything productive or anything useful to my personal growth, and I just beat myself down in my brain, in my heart, with the harshest words. And you think this would help if you were like a traditional parent, but this doesn't help. And this helped me reflect so much about my future parenting style. I would never parent my kids in a way that I focus on his negativities or his flaws, because if I do that, what I focus on will always grow more. What I focus on will always grow more. And when I have so much time to focus on what he is great at, what he is so talented about, what he is so gentle and kind about, why would I waste any time to pick his tiny littlest flaws? And that doesn't make any sense. But that's sometimes what I do to me. And you know, to talk about the duration span of a failure or a success and achievement, they stay in your memory in drastically different time span. For example, a failure would stay in your brain 11 more times of the time than accomplishment. Meaning, if you have an achievement, you would only remember it for one day. But if you made a mistake, you would remember it for 11 days. So if you have your brain as a little accountant following you around all day, keeping all your records, you will find that your records is not justified. You would heavily underline all of your negativities, your flaws, your mistakes, your misdoes. Is that a word? I don't even know. You know, you will be only focusing on how unproductive you were, or how much you procrastinated. And that's just not fair. So if you keep a success diary along with your side, you know, you could write down the little things, the little qualities that you want to develop. Like, I made my bed this morning, I washed my hair last night. Even though I finished work late, I still managed to clean the kitchen sink, all the plates, the countertops, the stoves. I vacuumed the floor this morning. I looked in the mirror and I tell myself I am beautiful, I am pretty, my affirmations are working. And I did my Italian videos, I did my Italian poster, even though all the difficulty I posted in my head, after all, I put it through. I am an action girl. I am effective. I am productive. I am amazing. Just whenever you think yourself in negative terms, whenever it pops out, even tiny little one, what you need to do is you write down on your success journal, success diary, 10 good qualities about yourself, 10, past achievements, or the compliments that you received from your friends, from even a stranger telling you that your dress looks cute, or telling you your hair looks so shiny, or that you have a really nice personality that people love to be around with you, or you're good at painting, you're good at singing, you are good at speaking foreign languages, you are great at learning. I don't know what that is, but you have to be the eyes for yourself. You have to be the approver of yourself. When you start loving yourself, everything will work out. When you believe in yourself, when you truly think that you are capable of doing what you dream of, everything, every man will make the way for you. I imagine that so far you knew the law of attraction. And you know that when you truly believe in something, you just have this little impression somewhere in your mind, but very clear, very clarified. Somehow you will get there. You don't even know how. That's the magic about law of attraction. You don't need to know how, you just need to know what. And with the what, and with the unshaken faith that you will get it, the universe will provide you all of the hows. Like this camera setting you're seeing right now, I always have been, thinking in my limited but logical mind, how do I do this in my house? Seems like I don't have enough space for it. I always think if I do it by the window that side, there's too much sunlight and there's not enough space for me to create this depth of field. But this time, I do this. And this is just fantastic. This is something that I always dreamed of. It just came to me this way. It gives me so much joy that I created this video for you guys. Maybe you think this video is a little bit all over the place, but what I really want to do is try to seize my moment. When I say something, I say it. And maybe some of you guys are just in need of the things I just said. Sometimes I did the Isha Kriya Yoga by Sadhguru. And one of the phrases that he keeps repeating in the session of yoga is, I'm not my body, I'm not the body, I'm not even this mind. I'm not the body, I'm not even the mind. I'm not the body, I'm not even the mind. When he keeps saying this and this and this, I gradually created this distance between this, but the higher self of me watching me over. So I feel like if I am saying something out of my intuition, maybe it's something that the universe wants me to say, to convey to you, whoever that is listening. Maybe I'm just a messenger, So whenever you see a signal, a flower, some words on some people's slogan shirt, because this might be a message the universe wants you to know. Or if you accidentally cut yourself, maybe it's a watch out signal for you to be, more loving, more kind, more gentle, more patient to yourself, to the people around you. I will give you a cute example. That one day I went down in the elevator. There's a girl coming up in the elevator in her red little t-shirt. Here says Action Girl. All right, and that was the day that I was trying to develop my action side. I want to be more driven, to be not anymore as a procrastination person. I want to be more productive. I want to be that person who acts immediately. And that girl, I think, is a messenger. And she also happened to wear a red shirt, meaning that I always needed the element of fire, the passion, and red is the color for it. It just happened like that. And I just like, thank you, universe. And there's a part of this video you didn't see, is when I first got this right, I just kept thanking the universe for letting me find it. So if I could quickly, wrap up this video, 2 points. One is keep a gratitude journal, as we always talk about. And second, add your own success diary. One is to develop your gratitude. As you grow more gratitude toward life, toward everything, you will attract more good things, good people, good situations, lucky, being the miracle girl or boy that you always want to be. All you have to do is to be so grateful. And the second part, when you write this success diary, what you are creating is the stronger faith that you can get what you want. So you will see that once you have this gratitude magnet and you also have this strong faith magnet, you will literally get to anywhere that you want. This is what you want. This is who will help you and what will show up at your doorstep without you even making a phone call, let's say. And that is how magical it is. Gratitude diary, success diary, and keep your diet, keep your workout, keep your daily learning in line, and take good amount of time to be around with your family, to be around with your friends, and to think who you really want to serve during your lifetime. I think you will have a very happy and fulfilling life in every way possible. When we think less of ourselves, when we think how to make other people more joyous, how do we, make our time together happy and enjoyable for them? How do I serve my time, my energy to other people to help them better their lives? When all day, every day you think about these matters, you really don't have time pitying yourself or thinking about what you did wrong or who wronged you in the past. All you can feel is this sense of mission, drive, passion inside of you, and every day you wake up with a cause, with a mission to accomplish, and that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I haven't experienced any of this when I was working for other people in other companies. I only got this in recent months. I have to be honest with you. This is not something that you could get just like this. You need to get through the down times, and you will experience the high times too. And every time, if you could summarize the things that you learned, the lessons that you learned, the mistakes that you made, and you keep learning, keep listening to the great mentors in the world, you know one day where you want to go. And once you know that, and once you have the faith, once you accumulated enough of the gratitude magnet, everything will happen for you. And you won't even think about, how do I get there? You just follow your intuition. It tells you what to do today. What makes you happy? What do you think something will make other people happy? Then you just do it. Who the fuck cares? We only live this one time. And one day, we will all die. We will all return to the dirt. But right now, we are breathing. We are alive. Try to do something that is useful, that is joyful to you or to the people around you. The background, the essence of life is joy. So always put joy into what you do, and you will see how things turn out for you. Thank you so much for watching all of this video. If you stayed here until the end, I believe that you either already found your life path or you are soon to discover what your life path is. And I do appreciate that you have always been here with me. You never give up on learning. You never give up on growing. I know it might not always be an easy path. It doesn't always look like a brighter path than other people staying in their comfort zone. But believe me, it is worth it. You will experience something that you never thought you could imagine right now. And when you really blow up with your energy, with your potential, there are so many things could come in return your way in forms of money or love or affection or reputation or whatever it is. But you do know that you are fulfilled by what you do. You don't get fulfilled by what you get after what you do. And you will have this stable self-confidence, a stable value of the life you created. And every day you wake up with joy and you go to sleep in gratitude. That is my wish to you. And I do want to see one day you come out of your comfort zone, you stand under the sunshine and you open your arms and you smile, and then you do the things that you always wanted to do, help the people around you, and live a happy, healthy, wealthy, meaningful life. Thank you so much. I will see you next time.